Welcome to some new r/malicious compliance stories, where people comply to the letter, but not the spirit of a request. I hope you had a great day. The first story is called Set It Up For Me. I sell phones and everything that goes with phones in a retail setting. The job has gotten frustrating because the people who still go into our retail store are often just people who can't figure out how to work our website and won't bother to read anything. This is true for my customer the other day. This woman comes in and buys an Apple Watch and wants me to set it up for her. I'm more than happy to do so, but it's really just boils down to her needing to configure it to her specifications. Things like deciding which wrist it will be set for. The lady demands I just do all the setup for her while she gets coffee. I insist she stay, because it's going to ask her things that I can answer if she's not there. She blows me off and tells me to just do it and she'll be back. I set it up and just guess what she wants. When it comes to her height and weight, I put 6'2", 385 and set it to notify her about her daily workout progress as much as possible. She's probably more like 5'5", 130. She came in mad that her watch keeps calling her fat and telling her she needs to walk more. The next story is called Mandatory Classes. We are living abroad and my partner is doing her masters and studying the local language at her university. The language classes are paid for and they push you to sign up and pay for the next level during the course of the current one. All you have to do is pass the exam. Although if you fail, you get your money back and you can retake the exam to start later. She found out that the university has classes that are conflicting with the language classes. So of course the language classes are secondary in priority. She calls to reschedule the language classes but gets denied. They offer to refund 75% of her money and hold the rest as administrative fees if there's someone else to take her place. So instead of losing her money and trying to reason with them, she just failed the test instead and got her money back. She'll sign up later for the next level when there are no scheduling conflicts, and the test is going to be free as an intake exam. The third story is called Mortgage Trickery. Last year, for like the 6th time since we bought our house, our mortgage was sold to yet another company. I've never been late paying it, have occasionally made extra payments, never had any issues. But this new company wants to charge me a $14.95 convenience fee to make a payment online. This is absolutely stupid. I can make a payment over the phone and pay another fee, or I can mail a check/money order for no fee. Also, I can set up autopay, giving them access to my bank account, but that's a hard no for me. So I went online and my bank has a neat bill pay service where you can set it to repeat weekly, monthly, etc. I took the monthly payment, rounded it up a bit, then set my bank to cut them a check every week for a bit over a quarter of the amount. Doesn't cost me a dime, I don't even pay postage. I'm sure the money comes out of the account a little earlier than the mortgage company actually gets it, losing me a tiny bit of interest or something. But man, it makes me feel better that for trying to charge me $15 for what is essentially an automated process for them, they now get to process 4 to 5 checks a month. And sure, I'm sure they have that whole process down to an art for minimal human interaction. But it's not zero. I really wanted to press my luck and send a 30th of the payment every day, but I figured my bank might cut me off at that point. The last story is called Lawful Compliance. A few years ago, I ended up working at a remote worksite. The crew I worked with had multiple jobs, one of which was unloading the truck that came in once a week with all of the site's food. The unloading area was at the back of the kitchen and hadn't been designed well originally. It was an uneven gravel ramp that led up to a roughly 4 feet loading dock. In an ideal world, the truck would be able to back up to the loading dock and the job would be reasonably easy. However, the ramp also wasn't very wide. There was a dogleg in the run up to it, and also the truck would be at an angle, so moving the pallets of food would be tough. So the workaround was to have a forklift take the food from the truck, drive up the gravel ramp and drop the food on the dock. When I first got there, we had a forklift operator who had worked with a forklift for years. He was good, like really good. He made it seem easy. This wasn't my first job working around forklifts, and I really appreciated how good this guy was. I'm not sure many others, especially in management, realized that he made the short but tricky run in the forklift look way easier than it actually was. He left and management scrambled to get another guy licensed to drive the forklift. This guy didn't have the experience and he struggled. He lost a load of his forks at one point and it was kinda scary. He was a yes man and there weren't many other options, so he persevered. A lot of us were worried, it was just a matter of time before he tipped the forklift over the edge of the ramp. The solution would have been to redesign the ramp, or at least pave it. The gravel was a large part of the problem. It was a little thick, so the tires would spin, a bit off kilter, and it would develop potholes. The forklift needed to get a run up to carry speed up this ramp, that's how bad it was. We complained, but the company didn't want to do anything because they were building a new kitchen on the other side of the camp, so this one was going to be decommissioned. However, there had been zero work done on the new kitchen in the 3 to 4 months I'd been there. This remote site was in Australia, and they have some pretty strict health and safety laws there. Companies will often have you fill out cards every day of what we saw that was maybe dangerous. I filled out one for this ramp every single week we had to use it, but they didn't do anything. The system was really there to cover themselves. I.e., you knew it was dangerous, it says here on the card, so why did you keep doing the thing? While also expecting us to keep doing the thing. How else were we going to get the food inside? However, one of the other rules pretty much gave the right for any employee to take out something that isn't safe. The company can't overrule this, as if they do, then something happens, it's on them. These tags are normally used with machinery, i.e. the machine is broken, can't be used until it's fixed. The tag out system is not really designed for an area. Q. Malicious compliance. The ramp is broken/dangerous. I decided I'm going to tag it out. I collected some cones and ropes and tagged it out. Went straight into the office to tell management what I did. Their faces were priceless. They had a week to come up with a solution, as I did this immediately after we'd unloaded the weekly food drop. At first they told us that from now on we'd have to walk the boxes of food up to the storage areas. This was obviously an attempt to turn the other crew members on me. However, the cook stopped that idea dead. The weather was hot, the majority of the food was chilled or frozen, we were only so many, there would have been a lot of food waste. So after a day or so, they got to work putting in a paved path for the forklift. It was the bare minimum they would do, because they were building a new kitchen, but apparently it cost them $7,000 and pulled guys away from other duties to do it. Needless to say, I was not a popular person, and I heard that some of the management wanted to fire me, but there wasn't anything they could do. I left 2 months later anyway. And with that, we end today's video. Let me know what you think about the stories. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the stories in today's video? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And I hope you have a great day. Stay safe. Bye bye.